There is only war.
At first sight, Warhammer looks like it's about war. Armies, tanks, soldiers, empires attacking whole worlds, a dark future where there is only war. But this is the bridge in Irpin, and this is war too. Only here there is no heroic music, no beautiful cover art, no grand speech before the attack. There is only a place where people lost their road home. And when you see real war with your own eyes, you understand very quickly. Warhammer is not about war. First of all, in Warhammer, military machines are style. Tanks as big as houses, armor that looks like a temple, guns that looks like they were designed by the architect of the Gothic cathedral after a nervous breakdown. Warhammer takes war and pushes it into absurdity, to skulls, to prayers written on armor, to chainswords, to cathedrals on tracks. This is not realism, this is grotesque, drama, exaggeration, theater. Warhammer turns war into myth, theater and absurdity. But real war does not look grand. Real war shoots even at monuments, not because it is beautiful, not because it makes sense, but because real war often has nothing to do with beauty or logic. When Warhammer walks right, it does not romanticize war. It shows its absurdity, its endless anger, its ability to bring people down and call it glory. That is why Warhammer being unrealistic is a good thing, because we have already seen realistic war. We do not need plastic soldiers to copy it literally. In Warhammer, war has scale, planets, fleets, legions, millions of soldiers in one sentence. But in real life, war is someone's car, someone's role, someone's normal life that was supposed to go on. Here is a small soldier. In the lore, he goes to war. On the table, he also goes to war. But in real life, he does something completely different. He makes a person sit down at a table, take a brush, choose a color, breathe slowly, finish something. This is not a weapon. This is an anchor, a small piece of plastic that says you can still create something here. That is why Warhammer is also used in veteran rehabilitation work, not as a magic cure, but as a safe space where people can focus, talk, and slowly put things together again. Not destroy, but create. Warhammer is not an instruction manual. It's a warning. It's a state so afraid of the future that it worships the past. It's a system where human being has become a resource, where life is counted not in names, but in regimes. For Ukraine, a country fighting for the right to be itself, it's very easy to see the difference between freedom and empire. And Warhammer keeps screaming about the difference. It just does it through an organ built into an armored vehicle. A real war destroys. It hits cities, culture, memory, places where people were supposed to be, to talk, to learn, to laugh, and to be themselves. But in real war, Warhammer does the opposite. It brings people together around the tables. War takes control away. The hobby gives back small choices, a color, a brush, a name, a band, a story. In the game, this small soldier can die because of one bad dice roll, but in real life, he has already done his job. He helped someone get through one more evening. They can force us to leave their rooms, but they cannot force us to stop building. They can leave us without light, but they cannot force us to stop seeing the future. There might be so many shahed rolls that they can cover the sun, but we will still play in the dark. They can push us into shelters, but they cannot force us to be silent. And that is why we will still win. Because the people who keep speaking, building, playing, painting, and creating even in the dark cannot be defeated. Happy Independence Day, Ukraine! We will stand, we will rebuild, we will win. I am Підтримка Rex, and may your paint never run out.